Title: The Witch House on Blackthorn Hill. Everyone in the village of Elmswood knew the tale of the witch house on Blackthorn Hill. Perched at the edge of the forest, half swallowed by ivy and fog, the ancient stone cottage had been abandoned for decades. Children dared each other to run up and touch the door, while grown-ups crossed the street rather than glance at it. The windows were always dark, except for one night each year, Halloween. It was said the witch who once lived there, Morwenna Blackthorn, was burned at the stake by the townspeople over a century ago. They claimed she cursed the town with her final breath. Afterward, crops failed, animals vanished, and people went mad with nightmares. The town buried her remains deep in the woods, far from consecrated ground. But her house, they left it untouched, too afraid to tear it down, too afraid to go near it. That is, until 3 teenagers decided the story was nothing but old village superstition. On Halloween night, friends Lila, Ben, and Marcus armed themselves with flashlights, a camera, and a half-baked plan to spend 1 hour inside the witch's house. "We'll live stream it, get 1 million views," Ben said confidently. "People eat this stuff up." At exactly 10 p.m., they stood before the door. Cold fog crept around their ankles. The moon, full and bloated, hung above the twisted trees. Lila hesitated. "We shouldn't be here." Ben laughed. "What, you believe in ghost witches now?" Marcus, ever the skeptic, kicked open the rotten door. Inside, the house was dark and deathly silent. Dust danced in the beam of their flashlights. Furniture lay covered in white sheets, sagging with age. The air was thick with mildew and something else, something coppery like old blood. Lila paused at the fireplace where a painting of a pale, black-eyed woman hung askew. Her name was carved in the wooden mantel. Morwenna Blackthorn. "That's her," she whispered. The clock above the hearth ticked, but no one remembered it being wound. They began exploring. In the kitchen, dried herbs still hung from the beams. Sagging bundles of lavender, rosemary, and something unidentifiable with gray leaves. A blackened kettle sat atop a rusted stove. In the corner, a door led to the cellar. It was chained shut with runes etched into the wood. Ben tried to force it open. It didn't budge. "Don't," Lila said. "It's a ward. Those markings, they're to keep something in." Ben scoffed, but left it alone. Upstairs, they found a bedroom with a cracked mirror. When Marcus looked into it, he swore he saw something behind him. A figure, thin and tall, with empty eyes. But when he spun around, the room was empty. "It's just dust," he muttered, but his voice wavered. They regrouped in the parlor. Midnight was approaching. The house creaked and groaned like it was breathing. Then the lights died. Their flashlights flickered and went out. The room was plunged into darkness, and then footsteps, slow, deliberate, coming from the cellar. Ben fumbled with his phone. "This is fake. Someone's messing with us." The cellar door exploded open with a thunderous crack. Cold air poured out. Shadows slithered across the floor like liquid ink. From the darkness, a shape began to emerge. A woman, tall, gaunt, skin like gray wax. Her eyes were pits of darkness that seemed to pull the light out of the room. Her dress dragged behind her, whispering secrets in dead tongues. "Who dares wake me?" she hissed. Lila screamed. Marcus backed away. Ben raised his phone to record, but it melted in his hand. "Your kind burned me," the witch growled. Her voice echoed from every wall. "Now, the curse begins anew." Books flew from shelves. Furniture levitated and crashed into the walls. Candles burst to life with green flame. Lila grabbed a rusted charm from the mantel, a 6-pointed star etched with old runes. "Begone!" she shouted, thrusting it toward the witch. Morwenna shrieked. The walls shuddered. The ground split open, revealing a pit of writhing roots and bones. She was being pulled back, screaming, clawing, her face twisting into something inhuman. The charm glowed in Lila's hand, brighter and brighter, until the entire house trembled. Then, silence. When they opened their eyes, it was dawn. The house was empty. The painting above the fireplace had burned away. The runes on the cellar door were gone. They left without a word. Later, they would each try to forget what they saw. But none of them could sleep without dreaming of black eyes and burning roots. And every year since that night on Halloween, the witch house lights up again. And someone in Elmswood goes missing,